Hi, my name is Yu Yangguo, student number 1011348374.
Hi, my name is Ziyan Lu. My student number is 1011067211.
Today we're examining the labor share of GDP in Denmark and Sweden, which is part of Sustainable Development Goal 10.4.1. We've analyzed data on Denmark and Sweden's GDP, labor force, and other key economic indicators from 2004 to 2021. First, let's talk about Denmark. The labor share of GDP in Denmark exhibits a downward trend. Predictions from the model suggest a deeper decline, reaching 50% by 2050. Denmark faces challenges in specific labor market areas, including the changes in retirement policies, which have influenced labor share proportions. In Sweden, the proportion of labor share in GDP has decreased steadily with fluctuations because of two global incidents. 2008 financial crash and 2019 coronavirus-19 pandemic. The 2008 financial crisis was caused by reckless borrowing and collapse of the market for house leading to a severe recession characterized by increased unemployment, wide-scale redundancies, and diminishing labor share of the GDP. Likewise, the pandemic led to massive unemployment in low-paying industries like tourism, retailing due to downward lockdowns and factory closures. In both of cases, income of the nation fell. Hence, labor share of GDP fell sharply as well. These events show the sensitivity of labor share of the economy and global economic shocks, and why some points are not on the graph.
To build a better model, we usually need following these key elements. Firstly, a trend prediction about labor share of GDP by experts or organizations for the future will help us make more accurate judgments and consider whether our graph is reasonable. Second is information about government's plans for the future economic development and employment policies, which may influence the GDP and the unemployment rate directly. For the model, both my partner and I used the exponential function. Countries we studied are both developed countries with similar social conditions and economic development trends. Because the overall trend is downward, the decline will slow over time and the labor share of GDP cannot be negative. We choose the exponential decay function, which approaches zero but is always above the x-axis. It's reasonable. When we built the labor share GDP versus time model, we made sure the data was reliable because it came from United Stations. Then we make these assumptions. Firstly, the labor share of GDP will continue its current downward trend in the future. Secondly, changes in external factors such as economic development will be few and not bring significant impacts to labor share of GDP. We believe a good model for predicting the labor share of GDP should have following these characteristics. In practice, labor share of GDP should ideally be kept below 100% due to individual exception. Model should align as closely as possible with existing data points, which are only reliable evidence for predictions. Model should use real-time data to adapt to changes and account for outliers to remain robust. That's all. Thank you.